Hello viewers and welcome to another edition of the program Talk to the Camera with me, Isatu Smile Sesay. Today the camera in Sierra Leone Muslim Congress School for talk to the principal and the vice principal for know about waiting they go on at the school when are challenges and waiting at some of the successes where the school be don't make. As most of the time people be don't they get different perception about the school where then you read the word Sierra Leone Muslim Congress and they always think say the school na violent school. So we want for know what the principal and the school authority don't do for say discipline continue at the school. Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and who that you be?
Mina Alhaji Ibrahim Cole, principal of the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress Junior Secondary School, Kisimesmes.
So when you become the principal for the school?
I become principal since 2013. I become principal. Prior to that, I've been vice principal for 12 years. Then 2013, I assumed the position of principal up to this particular time.
Okay. So before you become the principal or the vice principal, you be done the teaching at the school?
Oh yes, I began teaching at Muslim Congress since 1985. I teach Muslim Congress 85 to 88. I've been there for left and go out. But when I come, I've been there for going to Kankele school. I teach there from 93 up to 2004. 2004 now I come over now. I'm a school back, Muslim Congress, as vice principal.
Okay. So throughout the time where you be the teach and now where you don't become the principal for the junior secondary school, I want for you tell viewers how the school be did those days.
Muslim Congress. Muslim Congress is one of the best schools in the eastern part of Freetown. We all know. Fortunately, now so myself attend Muslim Congress. I attend Congress from 1975 to 1980 was its O level. From there, I go to university. I come begin teach. Muslim Congress during my own days when they attend school, or one of the more disciplined schools. One of the more disciplined schools we make some of you parents have been really glad for bringing kind of Congress. But after when I've been go out in my absence sometime back in the 90s, Congress name become synonymous to violence. People in the free Congress when they say Muslim Congress say, oh, something bad more than they. But praise God, when I come back to the school in 2004 as vice principal, when I take over as vice principal, the community and people that when they teach around can attest are not able with me teachers, able staff, and the support of the former principal that I work under. We're able for them bring discipline now. Congress now is one of the most disciplined schools right now.
So as you say during the time where una be attend the Congress, it be one of the best schools. So not get anything for proof about that?
Yes, we have nothing for proof. Because normally what they use for assess a school as a very good school, we get 3 yardsticks. One, they look at waiting. The school, the one that we don't graduate from that school, the school in products. When you look at the school in products, Muslim Congress, then they all walks of life. Go now the engineering area. We have lots of engineers who the school don't produce. Medical doctors, you have so many. You have lawyers, so many. You come to the business sector, lots of managers, lots of bankers. Going to the university, we have lecturers, professors. We don't pass through this particular institution. Go now the religious aspect. We have big Islamic religious people in this country where they lead Islam na Salon de today, who are products of Muslim Congress. So many areas. And me self when they talk to you, principal, products of Muslim Congress. Oh, plenty. All walks of life you go. Go now the police, go now the military, everywhere you go, you meet Muslim Congress products. So now one area than the way people use for access a school as a good school. Then secondly, you look at the behavior, the conduct of the picking the way they attend the school. And when you look at Congress now, I believe so we are rated among the lots of well-behaved schools, highly well-behaved schools. Then you look at waiting. The third aspect you look at with performance in national examinations. And over the years, Congress we have done they do very well, extremely well in both the Becker as well as the WASC. We don't produce fantastic results, very very good results over the years. In fact, like Becker women are principal, women are GSS for the past 5-6 years continuously we produce over 98% pass. What I mean with 5 subjects and above, where they qualify for go SS, over 98% success continuously for the past 5-6 years.
Okay. So since you become the principal for the JSS, we be no say those days if you talk about say for example where we be they get the intersex sport, then say Congress and they come. Most of the other schools them can knocking one for go close to them because of some kind way how them they behave. So what if first you look at where you come, where you take over the leadership of Congress, what if first you first try for look into for Sesay as you they talk now say this the school became them well behave.
Well, as you they ask me, that area of discipline. Now that area I make sure to try for tackle because anybody who see me a disciplinarian. In fact, when the old boys they will be the who be the attend school, because when I was in school, I be a school prefect, a senior prefect. So when old boys then can learn say Abraham Cole is now the vice principal, everybody became confident. Say, oh well, discipline is going back to Muslim Congress. And indeed, when I come back, na Congress, I make sure say I put mechanism in place such that all them bad boys they will be there for them click business, them bad I forget they're all under control. Then we find ways and means I will begin with the out small. Some will transform them behavior, but others they will not able. We find ways and means for now get rid of them, and such that when game day like when they can get games, so we can get game for go play stadium, Bayamatuga Stadium or the National Stadium. Then picking there after the game, when they go and sing. Parkour say no violence. Parkour say no violence. That's when they go and sing, tell them go, and they go and sing, tell them come. And they make sure say yes. Nobody know the mistake. Anybody will want for cause problem and they weed out because they don't say me a strict disciplinarian. When you cause problem and they waste time with you. I to make sure I discipline you. And one time as will make us succeed is that when it comes to disciplinary measures, I'm not getting favoritism in that side. I'm not going to say because this now minister picking, this is that poor man picking. No. We're not all going to not all receive the punishment equally. So that don't make get again a lot of respect. It will make the community appreciate me so much. That now if you look at the school many times past now they say no want because parents they kind of big say hey we want for them so we not get space again what you go do say no squeeze we cannot squeeze government don't go with a quota say this quota now for take we cannot go beyond that quota and the space will get go only accommodate this particular number so we don't have space again and we get a cut-off line for the MPSC. So now a cut-off line, and I don't know by now no more able for take. We're not going to take more than that. Then you get the big and say, I say no way again. And because of waiting, and because of record, we discipline, we how they produce results, we products we all man they see, we're they happy about. So when they see the products that when the output don't succeed, then say go one for them picking and come back now Muslim Congress, make them be like a products that when they out.
Okay. So how far you don't take the school internationally or nationally in terms of competitions them where don't they happen at the country between schools them?
With school we don't participate in a lot of competitions. We don't win laurels. Anytime we go compete in so many competitions, well either we come first or can second, but nothing less than that. So many competitions we don't take part in. In fact, sometime back last year, quite recently, we beginning at GSS, then go take part in a competition which involve other schools. That we win. Can you imagine a JSS school picking go compete among SS then? So we won. Now we come first. So in fact, so many competitions, and we have a lot of certificates. So many certificates. We archive a full certificates. I'm not going to name them all no more now, but they are there. We have them.
In short, you dey try for tell people and say the Muslim Congress don't be school now where if your parents send in pikin in art for coal because they don't mix pan violence again.
Oh yes, Muslim Congress not to school again violence again. That stigma we been get is now a thing of the past, and because of that, me Sesay they talk to you now. I don't win several awards. Several awards where I don't get as best principal. I have a document. I have some of documents here, which I will show to you. 2016, a group of journalists called Journalists for Credibility and Professionalism, they award me best principal for 2016 in Western area. I asked them, I said, well, what? I don't know when I don't sabi how una come give me this award. They said, well, then come at the school, then don't go other schools then get interviewed between the community. Then from there they make the assessment out of all the investigation and findings. They find out yes, by then I was Mr. and now Alhaji or Mr. Ibrahim Kool deserve the award as best principal 2016. Then 2018, another journalist group, this one then called them Exposed Newspaper, then said can award me same award 2018. I got the same award 2018. As we're all aware, 2021, the best teacher award for 2021, now me winner for Western area as the best teacher. The president himself gave me the award. This is the award, Nasian President National Best Award for Principals. Then quite recently again, this one you can see it here, Journalists Without Borders 2022. This then come again last week. I'm in office, I just received a call say now we are coming, we have an award for you. Right? So all of this, I believe, say the community, even the journalists themselves, una yourself your own assessment what they do, because it is nothing me. I don't even know self. I call I don't receive. So how una get una information na una know? But I believe say based on una findings, una don't get, based on that, una assessment, una look say well, Mr. Alhaji Ibrahim Kool deserves that particular award. So I appreciate the journalists them. I appreciate una all when they come to me for interview me. I appreciate that, and let the world know about Muslim Congress more, and let them go appreciate what we do now with school.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you for come. Welcome.
Me na Mr. Alpha Jallo. Me na the Vice Principal of Sierra Leone Muslim Congress Junior Secondary School.
So when they found the school, when they found that?
This school they founded in 1965. Of course, the foundation stone was laid by the then Prime Minister, Sir Albert Magai. And he laid the foundation stone of the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress Secondary School, and we at the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress mission, and then are the proprietors of the school.
Okay, since you become the vice principal, right? What are some of the successes where the school also don't get?
Well, first of all, we talk about the academic aspect, because one of the most important things for the establishment of this institution now for let them produce students we go impact into the life of the society, make strides in terms of national development. And on that aspect, we don't produce a lot of students across the country now. They in different walks of life where they make them up, So I think say that one big success where the school will achieve since its establishment. Also, we train people that are in terms of character and personality, so that then because such all man they go to university or colleges, the other people and they don't go into the middle manpower of this country and where they impact into society nowadays. So I think say a lot of successes has been achieved out of the school.
So what are some of the challenges them we on the face right now at the school?
A lot of challenges, but we measure the key ones we really disturb. First of all, well, I will talk about the most recent one. We now the toilet for the boys. We get a very good population here for the boy picking because initially it have been boys school, but now we are since 2012 we don't turn on to a co-education, and so we get girl. So the boys toilets we don't broke during the holidays. And I will take a look around and see, say we dip and try for build another one. And this toilet, of course, we don't go able to run school without a toilet. So now inside the holiday, now it broke the rain being careful broke down the toilet, and we try for build a new one. So basically, that's one challenge right now we face as a school, and we ask anybody out there we go able for help. We immediately follow we restore the boys' toilet, because the girls' toilet in there, we just some be like say recently we caught girl picking into the school, so we just some be like in there intact when a flush toilet. But for the boys, it's now, dilapidated, they don't broke, and we try for build other one. Then one. Secondly, we're facing a challenge of encroachers. We all know say Sierra Leone Muslim Congress now the school will get vast land, and because of this land here, it's so big, and people then we want for bill and all that things they really they at we neck. In the past we don't get confrontation with them. But we only try this BNTM for restraint. We say for now we not get confrontation with the encroachers so that most times when anything can happen, can born good picking. But indeed we get a lot of challenges. You find out say even the communities then we toilets here. One of the reasons why we find out say then they get spoiled faster, and that the community people there after we the school cannot end, we don't go. They use their toilets here. They can't broke people lock. They use them. You understand? Then also they don't turn the compound as a dirty box. If you look at around, you see dirty. Back of the toilet there, you see dirty. So basically, all here they disturb we seriously, and I think say the main reason why we get problems with coaches now because we don't get the capacity as a school for fence the entire compound. And this is a challenge. The last time again we get problems with the police. All about there was a problem down at Bamalane, then accusing Congress students. At the end of the day, the police can right inside we compound can arrest scouts will be there on camping, and that one is another story. So if we get that opportunity for fancy school, like other schools, I believe say that will help with greatly, because if I now say some people that can just come inside the compound just like that, all can jack and jail they can inside the compound. Oh no, they.
So some of the challenges so where you don't point out like the toilets and also the dirty way people can come for cancer when at the school, and we don't put them to the authorities for the school.
Oh yes, the last time we got problem with the encroachers, that was during the then government of the former president Ernest Bai Koroma. When it was very serious, it takes the president from his seat and come to the school here. There was a whole inquiry. We then set up a committee for look into the causes of that particular incident we've been get with the community people. There was a report we come out, and we would expect say the government through the Ministry of Works for don't look into that particular report and act order. where that report they be recommend say for try and demarcate the entire compound. But God knows where they really send that report. And when this new government background come, we still not get the capacity, the opportunity through the Ministry of Education for help with follow fence the school. Because if it is school fence, you know, grab number, just for example, like an wash, where fence, you will see somebody just grab and enter inside an wash compound. But this is our challenge. And the big one up there, I need for know some of them things here. You see, so now that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As una don listen to wetin the principal and the vice principal for the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress Junior Secondary School don talk, as the principal dey talk about the school in discipline, wey e say first wey people be dey hear the name Sierra Leone Muslim Congress, dem be always dey class am say na violent school, but since e don take over now, the school don get discipline, and now e dey encourage cobra dem for make dem send dem pikin dem at the school because the school don well disciplined. And the vice principal for the school gave out some challenges where the school they face. As he said, some of the challenges where the school they face now the toilet facilities for the boys. During the term where they just opened the school, now be only for boys, but now they don't get both boys and girls. So the toilet for the boys don't lapidated. And also say encroachers then don't begin for come inside the land where no they go down well with them where they run the school. And also say people them where live around the school little way dirty na the school compound. Mina Isatu Smile Sesay. Until we meet again to another edition of the program Talk to the Camera, I say tata.